These days, there are players who are standing out. First, there is 19-year-old Jakub Menšík from the Czech Republic, who perfectly defeated Djokovic in the finals of the Miami Open to win the championship. Jack Draper from the UK won the Paris Open by eliminating Alcaraz in the semi-finals and defeating Holger Rune in the finals. The player named Sharapova is an 18-year-old girl from Russia, Mira Andreeva. Recently, at the Miami Open, she caused a sensation by defeating the world number 2, Poland's Swiatek, in the quarterfinals. She is Alex Ayala from the Philippines. These days, what do these players have in common? First of all, it's the fact that they utilize deep angles in their forehands. The common trait among these players is that their deep-angled forehands are becoming the trend in tennis. In fact, the number of forehand swings a tennis player makes during a match can vary greatly depending on various factors. According to key variables and general statistics, on average, men's professional matches have about 150 to 400 forehand swings over 3 sets. Women's professional matches have about 100 to 300, and amateur matches have about 50 to 200. For 5 sets, there are approximately 400 to 500 forehand swings. There are also differences depending on the playing style. Baseline players like Nadal and Djokovic have about 250 swings or more. Aggressive players like Federer and Alcaraz have about 150 to 250 swings. And serve and volley players swing less than 50 to 100 times. The all-time record for forehand swings in a match was set in 2012 during the Nadal versus Djokovic match on clay court, where Nadal had 412 swings in a 5-set match, according to ATP data. Additionally, data shows that the average professional player uses their forehand 1.5 to 2 times more than their backhand. Based on this data, professional players in matches report practicing forehands 3 to 5 times more than backhands, with daily training sessions ranging from 800 to 1,500 repetitions. The frequency of forehand swings is a key indicator of strategy, and recently, it has been used to analyze players' fatigue levels and predict win rates through AI analysis. So, do players these days use various deep forehands? In tennis, the presence or absence of elbow angle during a forehand stroke directly affects the swing mechanism and the quality of the ball. The first is the increase in power. According to ATP research, bending the elbow between 90 and 120 degrees facilitates the sequential transfer of energy from the shoulder, elbow, and wrist, which can increase racket head speed by 10 to 15%. The second is that it is efficient for generating spin. With a bent arm, it is easy to generate upper and lower swing paths, increasing topspin RPM by about 500 to 800. Thirdly, it is easy to change the type of spin. By simply adjusting the elbow angle, you can instantly switch to a slice or drop shot. The downside is that the timing error rate is about 25%, which is relatively high. Additionally, there may be shoulder fatigue. So, what about a forehand without elbow angle? The representative player who executes a forehand without an elbow angle is Roger Federer. Federer's forehand is as consistent as a golf putter, stated an analysis released by ESPN Sports Science. Federer was known for effectively utilizing his forehand, and he was particularly a player who employed a classic and aggressive stroke. What are the advantages of a forehand without an elbow angle? It can maximize accuracy. A straight swing improves consistency and accuracy in the impact zone by 7 to 12%. For example, Federer has a 72% win rate on his forehand, Nadal has 68%, and Djokovic has 65%, which means Federer has the highest accuracy. Secondly, the reaction speed is fast. It is possible to reduce the time from the backswing to impact by 0.2 seconds. When returning a serve on a hard court, it is effective for quick responses. The downside is that there is a limit to power. The average swing speed decreases by 5 to 8%. Additionally, it can be somewhat difficult to respond to the opponent's powerful shots. There are also limitations in generating spin. The straight trajectory may have a limit of around 300 to 500 RPM for topspin. Modern tennis emphasizes situational adaptability and swing transition ability rather than being mutually exclusive in terms of elbow angle. For example, it involves establishing fundamentals with a hybrid type at the junior level and utilizing flexible transitions during matches. After analyzing the opponent, the angle varies depending on the opponent. So what should our club members do? For amateurs, a light angle of about 30 degrees or less is the optimal point for skill development and physical preservation. This is the advice from an ATP medical specialist. A beginner suggests practicing with an arm-based technique without angles and gradually hitting with a slight angle of less than 20 degrees at the elbow. After a year, it might be good to focus on adjusting the angle according to the situation while concentrating on the swing. Simply put, if your physical condition is good, you can execute deep forehands, and if it's average, you should play lightly with an angle of less than 30 degrees. Ultimately, it seems that flexible use of elbow angles would be beneficial. Let's try varying the angles depending on the court and the opponent. Tennis is an ongoing study of the aesthetics of a moving ball, which changes depending on the opponent and the court. Let's continue to explore the changing fun and research of tennis. Please subscribe with a research mindset today as well.